to Miss Rose's secret. Yes, we sell intimate apparel with a bit of a twist. Have you been here before? No. How did you hear about us? So you've met the Baron. Are you a special friend of his? Oh, you are. Yes. Oh, well, it's not my place to divulge how many special friends the Baron has. Well, we have a few new things in today. Would you like to start with those? They are rather special. We get them from Wantable. Yes. It's our favorite company to purchase from. So it comes in this nice box with beautiful materials with it. These are just the new products that we are featuring. It says, "Nice to see you again, beautiful," and you are. Thank you so much for being part of the Wantable family. Your stylist handpicked this January collection just for you. Would you like to hear the rest of the material that came with these items? Sure, just sit and relax, okay? We're ready for a brand new year, so it's time to refresh your intimates wardrobe with some gorgeous new pieces. This month we're thrilled to feature tights from Wade and Belle, created by two sisters who were tired of worrying about the awkward roll formed by the top of their tights. Their design offers a perfect lay-flat waistband. That's the perfect combination of function and fashion. We're also excited to announce the Mucklucks slipper socks have arrived. These knit slipper socks are as stylish as they are cozy. We also have new arrivals of adorable loungewear, beautiful lingerie, and stunning bras and panties. So, the items that we are working with today, what we like to receive is loungewear, hosiery, leggings, and what we love to receive are panties, socks, and bras. Right now we're not really receiving lingerie and shapewear because it's a bit too cold for that. And we think everyone's shape is perfect just the way it is. So, what did the Baron tell you about our special services? Okay, so are you alright with a bit of magic? Wonderful. So let me show you the first item we have. So these are the Mucklucks. And what we like to do is infuse them with relaxation and the ability to have a deep sleep that comes on almost instantaneously as you close your eyes. Would you like to try them on? Of course. Here, let me help you. First I'm going to remove the packaging. Very nice. Alright, and if you just will let me slip off your socks and put on these socks. Yes, they have a tie at the top, so we'll need to untie that. There we go. then let me just see your leg. They're a bit tight at the top, but you can wear them low or high. Do you like them? Yes, I think they're very nice. Okay, well, I will get those all settled for you. Are you happy with the idea of having relaxation and a deep sleep? Okay, so then let me start off with those. I am the head witch here, so I will actually be doing the magic myself. Some of the younger salespeople have me infuse these with magic ahead of time, but since I can do it myself, I usually wait just to find out if the client would like something a bit different. Okay? Alright, so if you'll just bear with me for a minute. And so it is. We'll wrap those up for you. Okay. So the next item, which we've already mentioned, is the tights. So let me show you these. Yes. They are a Spanish company. These are gray colored, and as you will see on the box, they have this cute little pattern on them. Aren't they adorable? Yes, and then they have these little notches at the top, and again, they have a regular band instead of something that is a shaper. And for this, we have a few different options for the magic. For some people who are on their feet all day, we will put the magic of relieving tired feet. So really you will feel like you can stand from morning to night without your feet hurting, which is a really wonderful bonus for people who work in shops or have other jobs where they stand most of the day. Teachers really like these. The other thing that we can put into these is a bit of a spring in your step. So it allows you to walk a little bit faster. You don't get as tired. We have a lot of clients in New York that will buy those because they're walking to and from the office, and they would like something. These are a little bit warmer, so they're nice for a New York winter, and the spring in the step really helps when you're doing a lot of walking. Now, for you, I don't know if you are, but for some of us party girls, we can also infuse the magic that keeps us from feeling tired in general. So not just our feet, but our entire body. So these you would slip on for a late night out, and you'll feel like you can party all night and dance all night, and you won't feel tired until you take them off, and then you'll crash. So did you have one of those that you think would fit for you? I kind of thought so. With the Baron, you may be up pretty late at night, so I thought, you know, if you're going to be going to the club, sometimes their evenings are rather late. So, okay, so would you like to try these on? No? They're pretty standard size. If you do get them home and they don't fit, then you're more than welcome to return them. Sure, we always take returns, especially for a friend of the parents. So, if you'll just wait a second, I'll put the magic in these. So it is. I would say that after about 10 washes, it's not the wearing, it's the washing that does kind of wear the magic down. So unlike the mucklucks, you're not going to be throwing the mucklucks in the wash that often. So with this, you do get 2 refills on the magic. So if you bring them back in, I'm happy to do that for you, or any of our other senior staff that are here can do that for you, or you can leave it and we can do that overnight and then we'll ship it back to you. And the same is true of the next item. So the other item that we are premiering are these little bralettes. They're very cute. So you might try to guess what these do, but you actually would be wrong. So with bralettes, we use bras and panties in terms of magic to put some of our deeper magic on them. So actually, although you get 2 refills on this, the magic's going to be much deeper, so it's actually going to be more like 30 washes before you won't need an update on this. So, and the reason that is items with a lot of magic in them tend to glow a little bit. They have a glimmer to them. So with the tights, I kept it pretty low. They will shimmer a little bit, but with tights, a shimmer is often common, so they won't stand out. They'll just look like they maybe are a little glittery. But when we really infuse shirts, pants, skirts, things like that with a lot of magic, the amount that I'm going to put on this bralette, they are just going to glow. Now, these will glow as well, but you're going to cover them up. So there's a limited amount of people who will see them, and we can put quite a lot of magic into them because they don't glow to the point where they're going to shine through your clothes. It's not an actual light, it's a glimmer, so once you cover it up you can't see it. So we actually infuse underwear and lingerie with the most amounts of magic, unless it's a pair of lingerie that you're going to be seen in quite a bit, and you don't want your partner to know their magic. So the nice thing about this is if you're referred by the Baron as one of his special friends, it will not surprise him in the least. So we have a few different options with this as well. The one I tend to recommend is self-love, and I know it seems rather mundane, and it does not seem like a really showy or something that will radically change the way you do at work or the way you talk to other people. But honestly, self-love is one of the most powerful pieces of magic that we can put in a piece of clothing. It makes life so much easier. It makes everything seem to flow. So while charisma, things like that, will help you in business and interacting with others, when you have self-love, your entire demeanor changes. So you are not as concerned with what other people think. You have boatloads of self-confidence as well. They go hand in hand. So that's what I recommend. But if you did have something specific that you would like, we do sometimes do just self-confidence by itself. We can also do a bit of a beauty spell, which some people like. We can do pretty much anything you can think of, but I would highly recommend, since you haven't been in here before, I recommend everyone have a piece of clothing with some self-love in it and try it, see what you think, and I am betting you that every piece of lingerie you buy from us, you ask to have the self-love put in, because again, you're not going to wear the same bra every day, and the days that you don't wear it, you're gonna miss it. The nice thing is the more you wear the bra with self-love, the more the self-love becomes a natural part of you. So there may come a time when you don't feel you need it magically infused anymore, because it's pretty natural for you, which is a huge added benefit. It's another one that I really one of the reasons I really recommend it. So like beauty, yes, it's helpful while you're wearing it, but it doesn't do anything to long-term improve your life. Self-love, self-confidence as well. Self-confidence is one that the more self-confidence you have through magically, the more self-confidence you have naturally. So did you have one you wanted to try, or anything else you were thinking of? You want to try the self-love? I can't recommend it enough. Okay? Alright, so this one may take a little bit longer, okay? Because it is some strong magic. And you may want to put this on before you leave. I really, like, you can't, I can't tell you enough how much this will change your life. Okay, you ready? And so it is. So there's that for you. And would you like these boxed up? Sure, of course. I'll place these all in here for you. And you actually got some very good prices on these. So even with the magic, let's see, what do we have? So the Bralet is $26, and the mucklucks are going to be $18, and the tights are going to be $16. So it's a pretty good deal with that added magic. Yeah. Great. So let me just set up for you. You're gonna love them. Oh, did you want to wear the bralette out? I don't blame you. I can take that out for you. Okay, just go on back to the changing room, and I'll have everything else ready for you when you come out. Okay, hope to see you again soon. Alright, bye-bye. Oh, come along, my dear. Miss Rose will make everything fine. I figure the wine room is probably the best place to be. Yes. So, oh, it's no problem. I'm just getting ready for bed, so it's good you caught me before you went to work. Yes, I can almost hear birds, but luckily it's not morning quite yet. So, you're having a bit of a problem. You sounded so distraught on the phone. Oh dear. But I know he adores you. Oh, poor dear. Well, you need a love potion. Don't demur. You know that's why you're here. No one comes here at this time of the morning if it's not for a love potion. Nothing else stirs our emotions in that way. So a love potion it is. Have you already thought about the dinner where you will serve it? I know you have. Remember, we've been down this road before. Okay, so you will make a steak? Good choice. Alright, well, for a steak, we should probably go with a red. But since you're here, we might as well do a tasting and find the one that you think would be just perfect. Okay? Alright, so let me see what I've got. Number one. And for number two. No. I definitely don't want a white. No, probably not. Okay. Number two. And definitely number three. Let's see. Let's definitely make it a proper tasting. So, oh, this one's fun. I'll go with that one. Maybe not. Maybe so. Okay. So, we have our choices. And get us a couple of wine glasses. And I think we will start off with the compass point. Have you had compass point before? No. Okay. This is a Merlot. It is from Paso Robles. And this doesn't have much on it, so I'll tell you it's a 2013. And we're just going to taste a few and see which one you like, and it'll also help your heartache a bit. Have a bit of a tasting, don't you think? Yeah. Okay, so let's see what my sommelier has told me about this. So this has bright, ripe fruit flavors, and it makes for an easy sipping go-to wine for all occasions. Supple, velvety tannins are supported by sweet black cherry, plum, and mocha flavors. This Merlot pairs beautifully with a wide variety of foods, from pâtés to charcuterie, rich roasts, which would be your steak, even cheeseburgers. So it's good all around. And let's have you taste it, and then I'll tell you a bit more. So, actually, I'm just going to get it out of the way and pour your glass and my glass. There we go. And here we are. A little for you. And a little for me. So we'll just push it around. Look at the legs. Beautiful. Cheers, my dear. Lovely. I like that quite a lot. I do taste a bit of the black cherry and the plum. Very nice. Do you like it? So let's keep that one in the running. Okay. And let's move on to the Silver Mile. This is a Cabernet Sauvignon, 2012 from Paso Robles. And let's see. Yes, these all come. Unfortunately, I don't have time to do my own wine shopping, and with my schedule, it's hard to find a shop that's open when I do have time. So I have a personal sommelier, yes, through Tasting Room, and they know my tastes, and they send me my wines periodically. Yes, I've done a few tastings, actually several tastings for them, and they now are able to pick out just my favorites. So these are all wines that I adore. So, alright, so we are moving on to the Silver Mile, and this is a bold Cabernet, and it presents a bright red cherry and blueberry fruit flavors, supported by pitch-perfect acidity. That's the signature defining trait of Paso Robles Cabernet Sauvignon, making this wine a perfect paradigm. Hints of mocha and earthy spice are woven through the plush tannins, while the palate presents subtle notes of cedar box, plum skins, and tobacco leaf. The fruit-forward approach allows the wine to be enjoyed today, but it can age gracefully for another 7 years. It's nice to age gracefully. Alright, let me pour you some of this. Here you go. And pour some for me, of course. Although I'm going to go a little bit lighter, for I will admit, these aren't my first drinks of the evening. I know this one well, but make sure to swirl and smell. Beautiful wine, isn't it? Feeling better already? Good. Lovely, lovely. So, let's see if there's anything else about this one. Okay, so this pairs well with burgers made with Vermont cheddar, so it can hold up some pretty bold flavors. Savory tapas, short ribs, ragu over tagliatelle. Yes, can you taste some of the blueberry and cherry? And it should also have a little bit of spicy earth and mocha. Lovely. You ready to move on? Okay. So now let's try the long wave. It's a 2012 Cabernet Sauvignon. Yes, they only choose the best for me. They know my taste so well. And let me tell you a little bit about the long wave. So, this is a Monterey Cabernet Sauvignon. It's got beautiful aromas of cherry, ripe plum, graphite, and incense immediately fill the glass. There's also a light touch of dried herbs and cassis. The same notes carry over to the palate along with hints of mocha, caramel, sweet cassis, and savory wood notes, medium-bodied, with supple tannins and lush, fruity finish. Cheers, my dear. Almost halfway done already. For you. And for me. Swirl and sniff. Yes, I much prefer red, personally. I enjoy the full body of red wine. Delectable. Do you like it? Oh, my dear. It's all gonna be okay. I promise you've come to the right place. This rose can fix anything. You've known me long enough to know that. And now, you know I can't make him love you if he doesn't. But the love potion will help if he's not quite sure. But I know you will have the result you want, because I honestly feel he adores you. And it may be just a wandering eye, and maybe that's all that is. Well, sometimes we like to look. But as long as we don't touch, maybe okay. And what if he looks, and then his eyes return to you? And he realizes that he has the best catch in the house already. I'm sure that will happen, my dear. Okay, so this wine is good with barbecue, steaks, so this would be another good choice, grilled pork loin. It has a taste of dark berries, plum, ripe raspberries, and cherry. Oh, my dear. Don't get upset. Don't get upset, honey. Just take a deep breath. I think the alcohol may be getting to you. Maybe a smaller taste. Okay. Let me just finish mine. So you know which ones are in the running so far? We'll take small tastes of the rest, okay? Or at least you will. Okay, so next we have the stub This is an Old Vine Zinfandel, and it is a 2013 from Oakville, California. Another lovely wine. This is port-like. It's got those kind of characteristics, and it fills the glass and the room upon opening with bold aromas of rich, dark berry, layers of spice, plum, pepper, and vanilla, balanced by a light hint of toasted oak. The juicy and fruity palate reveals wonderful complexity, with berry bramble, coffee, dried herbs, and spiced chocolate with maraschino cherry on top. It's kind of like a dessert all on its own. Silky tannins with a rich finish that lingers. Delicious drinking today. The wine should develop for another 5 to 7 years. That is the nice part about reds, is you can age them a little bit easier. And this is good with barbecued baby back ribs, aged cheese, grilled sausages. Tastes a bit like baked berry, dark chocolate, plum, and dried herbs. Yes, it's from Lodi in California. Oh, sorry, North Coast. So just a taste for you, my dear. Maybe a bit more of a taste for me. So, lovely. Just let it melt on your tongue. You like this one? Lovely, lovely. Okay, only 2 more. Are you doing okay? Okay. So now we have Neptune's Trident. This is a really fun red wine. It's from the Central Coast, and it says, for millennia, Neptune's Trident has been a treasured symbol of power and spirit closely associated to the Roman god himself. Our red wine contains the same hallmark elements and is a triumvirate, I can't say that, of rich, layered, and decadent flavors to be enjoyed with the finest of foods and company. Ooh, this might be a good choice. It's also just a little bit saucy, I think. I'm always happy with a little bit of salt. So, let me pour you some of this. Just a taste, my dear. And taste for me. Yes, I may need to slow down too if I'm going to go to sleep soon. Alright. Let me tell you a little bit more about this before we move on. Oh no, feel free to sip. Intoxicating aromas of jammy red fruit and baked blackberry pie explode from the glass. On the palate, those same unctuous notes coat the mouth along with flavors of black cherry, fleshy plum, and a hint of sweet tobacco. The tannins are round and plush, while the acidity gives the wine structure. With each sip, look forward to discovering a new mouth-watering experience. The rich berry flavors and sweet tannins make this wine an ideal pairing for anything from backyard barbecue fare to savory braised short ribs. The wine's also approachable, so it's perfect. It's a perfect party pour. You like it? Now this one is also good with aged cheeses, anything grilled and braised lamb shank. Can you taste a little bit of crushed violet? Blackberry, dried herbs, a little bit of boysenberry too, maybe? Only one more. Okay. So this is the Poncho Criollo. This is a Malbec from Argentina. I love South American wines. A poncho is an outer garment that has been used by the Native American peoples of the Andes since pre-Hispanic times, then turned into a traditional clothing for criollos. Criollos, probably. Criollos is a person of mostly Spanish ancestry born in Latin America. Poncho criollo. Criollo? Is that really how you would pronounce it? I don't know. Our way to pay tribute to the gauchos of our pampas who have been Argentinian icons ever since. And just to embarrass myself, I will also read the Spanish. Granted, my Spanish is very rusty. Poncho, prenda típica de Sudamérica, de origen andino, parte de la vestimenta habitual de los nativos de la región desde épocas anteriores a la colonización que luego adoptarían los criollos. Criollos es el nombre dado a los descendientes de europeos nacidos en estas tierras. Oh, the day when that would have rolled off my tongue is long gone. A shame, really. So this is a very meaty wine, earthy, smoky, and oaky in style. This is a brawny Malbec, which I find with a lot of South American wines. When I was in Chile, I would find that the wines that they kept in-house were a lot more robust. They tended to export the, I don't know, what you would call finer wines maybe, but I really liked the wines they kept. Yes, tended to be oakier, I felt. This is a brawny Malbec with plenty of ripeness that puts its savory characters ahead of the fruit flavors. But that's not a bad thing. It's what makes the wine much more able to stand up to richer foods, more robust in flavor. As with any Malbec, you'll find the typical dark cherry and ripe berry flavors here. They just play a supporting role rather than take center stage. If you pour this wine alongside rich, hearty meat dishes, you get a complete performance. This is good with grilled meat, tapas, hard cheeses, baked cherry, and red plum flavors. And it's from Maipo, Mendoza, Argentina. Alright, let's finish this tasting off. A little for you, a little for me. Cheers, my dear. Are you feeling better? Good. Let me take care of everything. Lovely. So, have you made a choice? Very good, I agree. Let's see. Yes, I have an extra one. Here we go. All right. Are you ready? We'll see if I am ready. Here's to magic. How's your magic coming along, my dear? Yes. No, I don't think any of us are ever able to do love potions for ourselves very well. I don't know, I think the magic needs an outsider to judge if it is worthwhile cause. Now, of course, there are some unscrupulous people out there who will do a love potion for almost anything, but, yes, no, I think, what, you've only asked me for one before? Yes, and I suppose we were a bit frivolous back then, but I think this one's keeper. And if it's just something as silly as that, and if it's not, you will know. If the love potion doesn't work, then it was not meant to be, my dear. Oh, the Baron, he is fine. Yes, we had a bit of a mishap, but it's all taken care of, and we have a few jobs coming up together. Yes, I'm kept very busy by the Baron, and he's kept very busy by me. Yeah. Well, I guess we like it that way, but, well, I suppose I should be off to bed. And you have to be off to work. Oh dear, the sun's up. Oh, well, all right. So good to see you, my dear. We should not wait this long, and not under these kind of trying circumstances. Okay. So good to see you, and good luck with everything. Let me know how it goes. Why, hello, dear. My staff made you comfortable? Sorry to make you wait. I'm a very busy woman. But anything for the Baron? The Baron sent you? Yes. I do dabble in those sort of tasks. What sort of potion were you looking for? Money? Well, there must be more to it than that. If the Baron sent you to me, a money potion is a dime a dozen, and everyone wants one. So why do you need money, my dear? Yes. So your job is troublesome. And you want to be able to leave it. What would you like to do instead, dear? Amiable. Good. So you welcome additional work. You don't want to just laze around. Good. And work to help others? Ah, yes. And you feel you have a calling for that? That is something the Baron would send you to me for, not just money, dear. And when we do a potion, we don't just do money potions. So we will make a beautiful potion for you, and it will provide you with freedom from your current job. So the money may come in many different ways. Yes, you may win the lottery, but unlikely. Most likely you will find another job, or you will find some other kind of opportunity, or something that leads you towards your chosen path. Does that work for you? Okay. Well, I usually make my potions either in tea or wine. Do you have a preference? wine. Good choice. And are you enjoying the wine that my staff already got you? Good. So here's the way I like to do this. In order for the potion to work, you need to drink an entire bottle of wine. Yes, just you. Don't let anyone else drink it. Now, you don't have to drink it all in one sitting, and actually, I don't recommend it unless you have the whole day to spread it over. You want to give the potion some time. So have a glass or two one night, and then a glass or two the next night. The potion seems to last longer that way. So if you really want just a flash in the pan, kind of, come into a heap of money, and then it may be gone rather quickly, you could just sit down in an evening and drink the whole bottle of wine by yourself. But if you really would like it to last, I would spread the wine out at least over a day or over 2 or 3 days. Okay? All right. So since the potion also works better if you like the taste of the potion, we're going to try a few different wines. I'm going to give you some information about them, and you can decide which you would like to choose for your potion. Sounds like a lovely morning to me anyway. I'm never one to pass up a wine tasting, no. Unless it's a whiskey tasting, of course, or maybe Cuban cigars, but wine is right up there. So, let me get you some information. I actually just got a shipment of wine. I get my wine from the tasting room at lot 18. I don't like to spend a lot on my wine. I like other people to buy me expensive wine. But when I'm paying for it, I found I can get quite a good bang for my buck. And the tasting room is nice because I rate each of the wines, and every shipment, every quarter gets better and better as they get to know more what I like. So right now, they really have hit it right on the mark. I like big red wine, so these will all be red. And I have 2 bottles of everything. The shipments come 2 bottles of 6 different wines, so we'll try each. Let's start off with the first you are tasting. So right now what you are drinking and what I have been tasting is the Latina. Do you like that? Good. So this is the 2013 Latina Clarksburg Petite Syrah. I like Petite Syrah. It says this youthful wine presents very complex aromas of blueberry, black cherry, cedar, tobacco, I don't know if I can taste that, red currant and fig. Dense and rich, the blackberry and cedar notes charge the palate with great density and richness. Fig, chocolate, and plum skins are the secondary aromas, as well as flavors that present with more time, open, and exposure to air. So this would actually be a good one if you decide you do want a longer burn on your potion, so you want the change in finances to last a little bit longer. This would be a good wine to choose because you could drink it over 2 or 3 days and it would still be tasty. Yes. I recommend decanting this wine in its youth to show all the expressive nature Latina Petite Syrah has to offer. Enjoy this wine with anything from the grill, from beef short ribs to smoked meats, sausages, to grilled veggies and lamb skewers. Good choice, right? Delectable, I think. Okay, are you ready for the next? And that is from California. Most of these are. So this is the Cove wine. So let me pour you a bit of that, and you can taste it. Go ahead and give that a swirl. And this is spelled C-O-B-H, but it is Gaelic. I will have to ask my friend Sophie if I'm pronouncing it correctly. She will know. It's from the Central Coast. It's also a Petite Syrah 2013. Let me read you the bottle, as you can learn a lot from these bottles. So this is bottled exclusively. Most of these are bottled exclusively for lot 18, so you can only get them from this company. Cove, the ancestral home of our founder, is a beautiful Irish village that was the departure point for millions of immigrants to America to demonstrate the unrelenting work ethic they brought to our shores. This rich, concentrated Petite Syrah is full of spice, mocha, plum, and huckleberry flavors. The long, structured, flavor-packed finish makes this red perfect to serve alongside heavy stews and meat dishes. Lovely. What do you think about that one? I'll tell you a little bit more about it. So, it says it has aromas of dark chocolate cake with black cherry syrup. And they are accompanied by mocha, violet, and black sage. I love me some sage. The palate shows a classically thick, full-bodied texture with dark currant, plum, blackberry extracts, baker's chocolate, with a spicy plum finish. The long, structured flavor-packed finish, dry and firm tannins make this wine marvelous with an aged tri-tip and is certain to age for many years. Very nice. Do you like that? Oh, good. Let's try another. So this one I'm very interested to taste. So I will read you the bottle first and then I will pour for both of us. So this is the Dunning Man. Yes. It's a Cabernet Sauvignon, 2013 Paso Robles. And let me read this to you. Yes, I've been chilling this one especially because I was eager to try it. The Dunning Man is the first label in our author series which invites writers to select wines best enjoyed while reading their work. Kevin Fortuna, author of the book that shares this wine's name, recommends this easy-drinking Cabernet Sauvignon to accompany his gritty and compelling tales of redemption. Yes, and this is another one that it's bottled by Dunning Man Wine in King City, California. And this is also for lot 18. So let me pour that for both you and I. And sniff and sip. Lovely. Do you like that one? I've been intrigued. I love the idea of an author series for wine because curling up with a good book is just about my favorite thing in the world, and especially I like travel books. And I was just thinking how nice it would be to have a travel book that I then could drink wine. I'm reading A Year in Tuscany right now, and it would be so nice to have some wines from the area to drink while I read. So I may just have to drink this wine and pretend. Let me tell you a bit more about it. Rich aromas of blackberry jam, blueberry, and ripe red plum immediately lure you in, along with the subtle hints of espresso and chocolate. I can never taste chocolate or mocha or espresso, but maybe my palate is not refined enough. Could be from all the whiskey. The clay soils in which vines grow add richness to the wine, while Paso Robles terroir gives it an acidic backbone. Vibrant fruit flavors of ripe black cherry, mocha, and plum lead to a long, lingering finish, supported by firm, velvety tannins. Enjoy this rich red with a variety of foods, from bold flavored barbecue and grilled meats to aged cheeses and rich, dark chocolate desserts. Very nice. And this one, I will admit, I've already opened. And it is tasty, but I will have a little bit more, I think, with you. This is Punta de Flechas, 2013 Malbec. And I will pour both of us a little bit. Ooh, that was loud. Okay, very nice. Let me read you the back of this. No, go ahead, taste. I've been tasting. It's delicious. I like this one quite a lot. So, the name Punta de Flechas, or tip of the arrows, refers to the 5-arrow emblem of the Rothschild family. This wine was made from a selection of Malbec grape varietals in the heart of the Flechas de los Andes vineyard. Oh, is that in Chile or Peru? Probably Chile. Oh, no, Argentina. And that is their little arrow. I have not been to Argentina. The shame. The winery was born from the partnership between Baron Benjamin de Rothschild and Mr. Laurent Dassault, and their common will to produce an Argentinian wine of excellence. Serve at 60.80 to 64.40 Fahrenheit. Punta de Flechas is rounded and mild palate. Silky, melted tannins, well balanced with a long, persistent finish. Food pairing, meat and cheeses. I do love this wine. Do you like it as well? I think it's delicious. I really do. And this doesn't have much more about it, except that it's a medium-bodied wine with notes of dark berries, blackberries, and some tart fruit. It's very fruity, but it's got some good tannins. The tannins are ripe and juicy with medium acidity. The palate is round and soft with subtle tobacco notes. Again, I cannot taste tobacco. All right, only a few more, my dear. Going fast. So the next is Silver Mile. It's a Merlot from Monterey County, California. And there's no information, so we will just go ahead and pour this. Are you ready? Okay. There you go. Cheers. Swirl. Sniff. Very nice. This is a 2012, and it has pure red fruit aromas with vibrant flavors of black cherry and raspberry and hints of fresh herbs. It is a wonderfully balanced wine with lush blackberry and plum flavors, with soft tannins and a hint of cedar, paired with grilled beef, slow roasted meats, and hamburgers. Oh, you're a Merlot fan? Well, good. I like this one. I hope you do too. Only one more. Are you ready? Okay. Our final option is another Paso Robles. It's called Grafter Cabernet Sauvignon, and it's from King City, California. Again, bottled exclusively for Lot 18. And let me pour you just a little bit of that. Yes, I'm going to stick with my puntas de flechas. Go ahead. Cheers. I do like that very much. So let me tell you about this wine. Do you like it? Good. Big, rich, dark aromas of baked cherries and currants fill the nose. There's also a hint of blackberry. It tastes just like it smells, but with an earthy, oaky secondary character, as well as a long, mineral-driven finish. Very juicy. This is a wine to kick back with on a Sunday afternoon while you watch whatever live sport is on TV. Or you create your own sport and your own dinner theater, whatever. Be sure there to have some buffalo wings too. I think in my restaurant we can do a bit better than buffalo wings. Maybe some real buffalo. So I know it's difficult, dear, but have you made a choice? You want to go with the Merlot? Good. Well, I can give you this bottle, like I said, because I have an extra. So we're going to make the Silver Mile into your potion. And it'll only take a minute, dear. Just let me center. Okay. Well, there you go. That's all it takes. So, whenever you're ready for this transformation, just sit down and take your time. You've been in this job for a while. It doesn't need to change tomorrow. I would recommend have a glass tonight, have a couple glasses tomorrow, have the final glass or glasses the next day. And then things should move pretty quickly. Yes, but the universe will find the best possible way to make this change for you. So, say you could win the lottery tomorrow versus getting your ideal job next week that you will stay in for the next 25 years. The universe, knowing your intention, will wait that week to get you right in the perfect situation. If it's got that many options that close together, we'll choose the best one for you. So no need to worry if it hasn't happened right away, or if you seem to miss out on something you think would be perfect. It means something better is coming. Okay, my dear? Trust me. You do trust me, right? Smart. Well, hopefully I will not see you again. Potions are not something to be trifled with, so you kind of get one. And the Baron wouldn't have brought you to me if this was not the right one. So I wish you the best of luck. And I hope I won't be seeing you for quite a long time until it's your time. But until then, think well of Miss Rose. Good night, my dear. Hello, come in. Sit. What do you need? Of course you need something. It is not very comfortable for people like you to be here, so if you didn't have something you needed badly, you would leave. Now tell me all from the beginning. Always love. No, go on. So, you want to forget her that badly? You're feeling very bad, huh? Well, I won't do what you ask. Oh, just calm down. I will do something, but I can't erase her. If I erase her, you won't learn the lesson. And you will make the same mistake in the next... I know, it was all her mistake, but you still need to learn the lesson. But what I can do is I can create a potion for you that will dim her. You will get the full impact, it will just come slower. Now, there is one problem with this potion. It means that you may get in another relationship before you have learned this lesson. And you are generally doomed to repeat the same error. Although, as the lesson is learned, you may be able to correct it in the middle of the next relationship. I know you will never get in a relationship again. I know. But just in case you do. Alright. Well, have you heard how this works? Yes, wine. Always wine. So I will give you 6 different options, and we will find the one that fits you best, the one you like the most. And yes, it is best to drink it all at once if you are in as much pain as you say. You clearly are coming a bit unglued. So I would take the rest of the afternoon and finish off the bottle, and when you awake, you will still remember you had been in a relationship. You will still vaguely remember her, but the pain will be gone. It will return, but in a much smaller dose and over a longer period of time. So you don't really avoid anything except the coming unhinged, which you seem to be. Does that work for you? Oh, no, there's no cost. The cost will be extracted, but at a later time, and you need not know about it. Oh no, not in this lifetime. Alright, are you ready to get on with some tasting? Oh, you may call me Miss Rose or Mama, whatever. But you probably won't remember me much after this bottle of wine. Alright, let's start. We are drinking reds. I only drink reds. And we will start off with the Solidas. Let me get you some information about this wine. This is a Solidas Clamé d'Or Cabernet Sauvignon from South Africa. Ah, lovely. It's a full-bodied Cabernet Sauvignon with a deep red color. The nose reveals red and blackberry fruit infused with cherry cassis and hints of coffee. These flavors follow through on the palate together with blackcurrant and dark chocolate, ending with a subtle toastiness, a touch of vanilla, and soft, juicy tannins. So, will pour a bit for you and a bit for me. There we go. Yes, go ahead. I will have some with you. Lovely. Do you like that one? I'll tell you a bit more about it. So, at about 4 years young, this bright, lush Cabernet is fully developed and ready to drink. Intense aromas of red fruit, cherry cola, and spice spill from the glass. Smooth, round, and palate coating, the wine delivers a rush of nicely integrated maraschino cherry, leather, orange peel, and smoke flavors, and finishes with a hint of herbs. This perfectly bridges the old and new world styles with beautifully integrated tannins, oak, and acidity. Few Cabernets at this price deliver a pure and uplifting drinking experience. Yes, I don't like to spend a lot on my wines. I like others to spend a lot on my wines, but not me. So, off to a very good start, if I do say so myself. Now we will move on to the Café Cabernet, another Cabernet Sauvignon from South Africa. This is seductive and sensory. It's Cabernet Sauvignon from 2014. A wine carefully crafted with French and American oak to bring out the natural mocha flavors, complementing the blackcurrant, berry, and plum nuances intrinsic to this noble grape variety. Rich coffee, chocolate, and mocha aroma. Ooh, let's smell this. A little for you, and a little for me. Lovely. Swirl and sniff. Let's get a good sniff of this one. Very nice. I can smell chocolate sometimes, although I don't taste it much. Always nice to start off the day with wine. Yes, I am on my way out, so we can't dawdle too much. And this one, I will tell you a bit more about too. This is Linton Park. Dark, inky, and rich, this is the kind of Cabernet that makes Cabernet nerds swoon like tweens at their first Taylor Swift concert. Powerful aromas of coffee, mocha, blackcurrant, and dark chocolate come out of the glass like a howitzer, and those same characters, ever so enjoyable, coat your palate with incredible polish that never diminishes sip after sip. Hyperbolic as that seems, what's great is this over-the-top flavor and texture is very nicely supported by smart red berry acidity and tannin that make the wine finish clean and pure. This is one of those rare Cabernets with equal parts brawn and brains, a truly exciting find. Yes, it tastes like blackberry pie, toasted baking spice, coffee, and mocha. Pairs well with roasted sage chicken, mushroom risotto, smoked baby back ribs. Yes, it is starting to be sunset. Just a nice start to the day. All right. And moving right along, we now have the Arum Cellars Central Coast Cabernet Sauvignon. This is from California. The Arum plant produces a beautifully dark purple flower that matches the color of this robust, captivating Cabernet Sauvignon made of grapes grown in California's Central Coast. The wine was aged in oak barrels for 18 months, creating a toasty, smooth texture that carries the flavors of black fruit, spice, and strawberry, accented with a hint of tobacco leaf. 2013. A little for you, maybe a little more for me. You like that one too? They are all lovely. I do have good taste in wine. Well, I have people who have good taste in wine. Yes, the tasting room treats me well. The wine was aged in oak barrels for 18 months, which adds a toasty, smooth texture that envelops and carries the bold, integrated flavors of ripe black fruit, roasted strawberry, and savory olive. The wine just gets better with exposure to air as each sip reveals a new aroma or flavor, primarily cassis, tobacco leaf, graphite, exotic spice, and licorice. The firm tannins indicate this wine will age nicely for at least a few years. Decant if you pull the cork before the middle of 2016 so as to best enjoy every nuance of this stunning wine. It pairs well with a long decant followed by bistecca alla Florentina, braised short ribs, rich pasta dishes. Lovely. All right. Halfway through already. Le Concierge. This is a Merlot, 2014. And this is also from California, from Napa. We named this wine for the person who fetches what you want, when you want it, no questions asked, always reliable, and at your beck and call. I do love a good concierge. I do so much that when I travel, I don't want to do much at all. I want someone else to do it for me. Le Concierge coats your palate with the fresh, robust fruit flavors you desire. Pair this versatile red with grilled meats and simple fare. A little for you and a little for me. Swirl and snip. Beautiful color on this one too. Very nice. Le Concierge. Lush fruits of black raspberry, Michigan cherry, and roasted strawberry are beautifully integrated into this structured and well-balanced wine. It only gets better with exposure to air, so decanting is recommended. After just a few minutes in the glass, nicely integrated mocha, plum, skin, and tomato leaf characteristics reveal themselves and enhance the round, smooth sipping experience. This is good with burgers, roasted vegetables, and roasted chicken. Oh, and this is, well, it says, oh, I take that back. This was bottled by Crush 94 in Napa, but this is a French wine. I was surprised when I read that. Yes, this is a French wine. Let me talk about this other wine, then have one more sip of that so it can decant a little bit more, okay? So now we are going to have some squall. This is a red wine from California. California's coastal vineyards are renowned for growing perfectly ripe grapes due to the cool winds rolling in from the Pacific Ocean. These squalls are essential for maximizing character and complexity in this enticing red wine blend. Rich notes of blackberry, cherry, spice, and mocha make this subtle wine a perfect match for beef and lamb dishes, especially burgers. One thing that I did learn is although California is not perfect for all wines, one of the benefits we have here in the New World is that we had trains and very soon after roads, so that we had the option of planting our grapes in the places where they were best suited, where often in the Old World you planted them nearby so that you could get your wine, where here we had a little bit more options on where to plant. And so in California, often the good vineyards grow the best grapes for that area. So finish up that other. Have that last sip of Le Concierge now that it's decanted. Does it taste better? They usually do know what they're talking about. All right, and I will pour you some squall. There you go. Lovely. Swirl and sniff. Very nice. Let me tell you a bit more about squall. A structured, briery, bright red rounded out by bay leaf freshness, tangy black cherry fruit, and dried herb perfume. Sleek, round, and thoroughly delicious. Be sure to pair this red with bold, powerfully flavored foods. So this is good with barbecue, pizza margarita, foods with char. It's always nice to have a food that you can eat with. Everyday foods. Sorry. It's always nice to have a wine. I think I may have had a bit too much already. A wine that you can drink with everyday foods like barbecue and burgers. Good thing we only have one more left, and that is Preefy. Preefy. If you ever eat in a restaurant that has a Preefy menu, it is not Prix Fix. It is Preefy. Not that you need to know that. Honestly, if you don't work in hospitality and you can afford it, you can call it anything you want. But if you want to sound like someone who eats in fancy restaurants regularly, which some of us do, Preefy. But this is a French wine, a red wine, 2014. This medium-bodied, food-friendly red wine is typical of what you find in French bistros, offering simple, flavorful fare. The wine's attractive red fruit characters accented with a lively, peppery, spicy note, makes it a perfect pairing for a simple dinner. Followed by, start with a gooey French onion soup. Ooh, sounds good. Followed by a roast chicken with herbes de Provence or steak frit. Don't forget the roasted vegetables. Sadly enough, this is our last. But that may be good for me. I seem to have overindulged. I did start a bit before you, so... Well, I've been up for already an hour. You don't get this look just rolling out of bed. All right. So good. Alright, let's talk about this one briefly. A captivating aromatic core of red and blackberries, button mushrooms, cola, forest floor, and violets lure you in. Exactly what you want from a Syrah-dominated red grown in the cool French countryside. That's why I like it. I like Syrahs. Allow the wine time to breathe prior to sipping to let those aromas and flavors reveal themselves. Medium-bodied on the palate with a delicious pop of fruit, this is a perfect red to enjoy with charcuterie. This is also good with steak fruit and roasted vegetables, as they mentioned. And this is our last French wine. And I would recommend not going with one of the wines that need to be decanted because considering your state, you need to start right away. Yes. So what are you leaning towards as your favorite? I don't blame you. Let's go with the first one, the Solidas. It was a very nice start. I really enjoyed it. So, I just have a little bit of work to do. In this case, I need your help too. Place your hands on the wine bottle, please. And I want you to close your eyes. Take a few deep breaths. Try to relax. I hope the wine has helped. And I want you to travel with me. Picture yourself walking along a forest path near a mountain. There is a cliff to one side going up and one side going down, as if you have been climbing this mountain for a while, although there is enough room and a few trees on either side. Take a deep breath in of the misty air, and up ahead you see a light in the mist, and as you walk you notice it is coming from a cave. Enter the cave and there is a fire lit, and there is a guide sitting across the fire from you, their face lit by the fire, creating odd shadows. Sit across from them as they meditate, and although their eyes are closed, you know they are listening and know you are there. Ask for what you most dearly want right now. Pause for a minute before you do that, as it may not be what you think. Very nice. Oh, good. And with that, your guide opens their eyes. They stand and walk around and place their hands behind you on your shoulders, stand behind you, and you feel the energy from their hands surge through you, moving you closer to what you most desire. Thank your guide as they remove their hands and look in their eyes. As you know, they are helping guide you, although your path may be long. Walk out of the cave and continue on your path. And I want you to start to return to your body but with a bit less pain, a bit less worry, and a bit more calm. Wiggle your fingers and toes. I'm so proud of you, dear. So as you requested, I have filled this bottle of wine with love, rather than forgetting. It is not good to forget what we must learn, but this bottle of wine will help you move closer towards love, which is what you wanted so strongly, and what you felt was lost. But it isn't. Thank you for joining me. Take this with you, and you may decide to sip it slowly. It will give you some relief, but that relief will come through hope rather than clouds. It was so nice meeting you today. I'm glad we got to spend this time together. I'm very proud of you. You may return at another time if you would like. I feel maybe you would fit in this place. You know how to find me. Take care, and good night.